Alrighty, what is going on? TJIF, this is Mike. Happy Friday. And today's topic, it's Impact Wrestling talk and WWE talk. So, and especially for this weekend, it's Impact Wrestling's Slammiversary. So, there's 8 matches on the card. We got Tessa Blanchard taking on Allie. It's the old LAX versus the new LAX in the form of Homicide and Hernandez, along with Kenny King. No, not Kenny King. Eddie Kingston, is that it? I haven't been, don't mind me. I don't have the Pop Network, so I haven't been watching Impact Wrestling. I just look up, like, on the internet to get me caught up with Impact Wrestling. So, anyway, they're taking on the newest version of LAX. It's going to be a 51-50 street fight. Eddie Edwards taking on Tommy Dreamer in a House of Hardcore. It's going to be a 4-way match. Phoenix taking on Johnny Impact, taking on Rich Swann, the latest addition to the Impact roster from WWE, and Tajiri. I don't know if I think that's the same Tajiri, I think, from WWE. Who knows? Next, it's a hair versus mask match. Pentagon Jr., former Impact champion, taking on Sami Callihan of OVE. For the X Division title, it's Matt Sydal taking on Brian Cage. For the Knockouts title, it's Zhu Young versus Madison Rayne. And for the Impact World Championship, it's Austin Aries taking on Moose. Alrighty. I'm going to start off, which I think since there's 8 matches and my confidence points are from 1 to 8, I'm going to give the Impact Championship match an 8, because Impact Wrestling, they have that tendency to have the belt change hands from different wrestler. So they have that tendency to do that. Because let's see, Pentagon Jr. was champion this year. Now currently is Austin Aries, who he won it back from Pentagon Jr., and before Pentagon Jr., Austin Aries beat Eli Drake on Austin Aries' return to Impact Wrestling, because Austin Aries used to be in WWE. So, and before Eli Drake was the champion, it was Alberto El Patron. I think the Impact ruined it, jumped the shark there. I think Alberto El Patron should have lost the belt in the ring. If, those allegations of domestic abuse against Paige, if it was that serious, then he should have been fired on the spot and not got a chance to wrestle for any championship either. But that's just me. So, anyway, Moose is my pick for the Impact Championship. I'm sticking with that. So, Moose is my pick. At number 7, I think I'm going with Zhu Young. I guess for some reason Impact Wrestling has their I guess they're putting they're investing their faith in the new talent that's signed with their company. Unlike WWE, there is going nowhere with they don't know what they're doing on the WWE side of things. So at number 7, I have Su Yung to retain the Knockouts Championship. At number 6, I like Tessa Blanchard over Allie. For the 51-50 street fight, I think that's going to be a good hardcore match, considering you got the returning Homicide and Supermex, along with Eddie Kingston on the other side. I think that's going to be a good match, but I'm going to go with the new LAX. For the X, I have Brian Cage at number 4, being the new X Division champion over Matt Sydal, because I don't know. I really don't. If WWE wasn't really that high on Matt Sydal when he was with them at the time, I think he was a former tag team champion with R-Truth, and that was about it. So I could see them, if he gets released but from Impact Wrestling and added to 205 Live, that I could see. But in the meantime, I have Brian Cage at number 4. Next up, I have Johnny Impact winning that, I guess that's is that an X Division match? 4-way match? I guess it's a 4-way match. So I got Johnny Impact at number 3. Next up, it's the Hair versus Mask match. Pentagon Jr. taking on Sami Callihan of OVE, Ohio versus Everything. I'm going to go with Pentagon Jr. Maybe with Pentagon Jr. winning this, and maybe with a new look of Sami Callihan, along with his vicious attitude, maybe it'll take his career, his persona, his whole gimmick. Maybe it'll raise his stock in the wrestling industry. Who knows? So, but I got Pentagon Jr. at number 2, so most likely Pentagon Jr. might lose his mask. I could be wrong. At number 1, the House of Hardcore match. Eddie Edwards taking on Tommy Dreamer. So I guess this all started because Eddie Edwards was obsessed with getting back at Sami Callihan after what Sami Callihan did to Eddie Edwards, where he bashed Eddie Edwards' face, almost knocking his eyeball out with a baseball bat to the chair. So I think it's going to be a good match, because you've got 2 hardcore matches on this card. But I'm giving Eddie Edwards a 1 at this one. But I can't see them doing anything with Tommy Dreamer after that. I think he was just called up, I guess, just to boost the ratings for Impact Wrestling. Because basically, they probably needed some sort of credibility when it comes to, if you really, let's see. Yeah, Johnny Impact, he's got a star material. Because he used to be in WWE. And Tommy Dreamer, he used to be in WWE too, so that's about it. Up next, so I hear that this coming Monday, Stephanie McMahon returns to Raw. And she has a big announcement. Maybe that's a lot of speculation, is the fact that there's talk that maybe there's going to be a women's tag team division. So I guess that maybe we won't see a Sasha versus Bailey match at SummerSlam. What kind of looks like. Yeah, holy cow. I mean, they just... I don't know about you guys, but if you saw Extreme Rules from Sunday, I gotta tell you, I don't get it with, I don't know why. What was the point of putting the Intercontinental title on Dolph Ziggler when, I mean, the hottest wrestler right now is Seth Rollins? I mean, let's see. If you go back to right before, the week before Elimination Chamber, he was in a gauntlet match for over an hour, and let's see. He was part of that triple threat match for the Intercontinental belt at WrestleMania, that was a pretty good match. Wins the belt there. Let's see. What else? What else you got there? He was in a ladder match at the Greatest Royal Rumble versus Samoa Joe, The Miz, what was it? And Finn Balor. And again, he's like one of the top three guys. He was one of their big three because let's see, Dean Rollins, excuse me, Dean Ambrose. He was a former WWE champion, a former IC champion, a former United States champion in his own right, and also a tag team champion, along with even Roman Reigns, though a lot of fans don't really care for Roman Reigns. Yeah, as a matter of fact, this coming Monday, it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley again. And whoever wins that, they face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. But that was supposed to be the whole point of who faces Brock Lesnar for their matchup. That, at least that's in my eyes. I mean, I don't know why they did that. Well, Brock Lesnar is not going to defend the title at SummerSlam. Well, guess what? Now you are, buddy. You're gonna have to deal with it. And how about the B team? How about that? I really don't get the logic of WWE on the Raw side. They just blew up their tag team division. Because, let's see, you had going into this year, it was the Bar. I mean, it was Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. Then until the Bar regained the belts, and then the Bar, they defeated almost every team on the roster. Then comes Braun Strowman, wins the tag team battle royal all by himself. And then looking at it, I think that was just stupid. They made him. I don't know if that really did anything for Braun Strowman's career or not, but I think they just torpedoed their own tag team division. So, and he kind of made Braun look foolish when Braun Strowman picked a kid just for one night to hold a tag team title. I mean, that was just dumb on their part. So, but then on the other side of the coin, on the SmackDown roster, now you got the newly reunited Team Hell No. Now, if I can remember, if my mind serves me right, didn't Kane almost ended Daniel Bryan's career in the first place? So, and I kinda expected them to beat the Bludgeon Brothers. At least they could hold on to belts until Sanity, got a title shot, or Rusev Day or something like that. Though I was right with AJ Styles beating Rusev. Let's see.